Hello guys, how are you? I wish you all healthy and happy wherever you are. Welcome back to another episode of the SEF Indisc Podcast, a podcast that can be your at night soulmate. My name is Lulu and will accompany you Saturday night to talk about something interesting that comes from a lady called Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, a lady you probably know by the name Queen Elizabeth II. Alright, Queen Elizabeth II, in full Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, was the elder daughter of Prince Albert, Duke of York, and his wife, Lady Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon. She was born in London on 21st April 1926 and was known as Lilibet when she was little. As the child of younger son of King George V, she was a cheerful and intelligent girl with a good education that was supervised by her mother, who entrusted her daughters to a governor, Marian Crawford, to learn about history, language, literature, or music. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor was never meant to be queen. Did you guys know the reason? It's because neither Elizabeth's father nor mother was on the throne when she was born, nor were they directly in line to the throne. When she was born, her grandfather, King George V, was King of England that had 5 sons and 2 daughters. His second son was Elizabeth's father. Next in line to the throne in the event of King George V's death would be his first son, Edward. And so it was. When George V died in 1936, that the throne passed to her uncle, who became Edward VIII. But his tenure didn't last for long because there was strong opposition to the new king's relationship with an American lady, Wallis Simpson, who had already divorced one man. Instead of leaving her, he left the monarchy and passed the throne to his brother, Elizabeth's father. With her father's coronation as a king, Elizabeth became the heiress at the age of 10. She received the title of Her Majesty Princess Elizabeth and officially became the heir to the British throne. In July 1939, Elizabeth met Prince Philip for the first time and fell in love immediately during the visit to the British Royal Naval College. In 1946, Prince Philip returned from his duties in Pacific War, then ventured to meet King George VI to ask permission for marrying Elizabeth. However, King George didn't immediately agree to the proposal. After waiting for a year, Elizabeth and Prince Philip officially announced their engagement on 9 July 1947, which was followed by a wedding on 20 November 1947 at Westminster Abbey. King George VI bestowed the title Duke of Edinburgh on Prince Philip. Meanwhile, Elizabeth received the title of Duchess of Edinburgh. So, from her marriage to Prince Philip, Queen Elizabeth II was blessed with 4 children, namely King Charles III, Prince Royal Anne, Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and Prince Edward. As a young woman, Elizabeth got married, and she enjoyed life out of the spotlight in Malta with her new husband, Prince Philip. But on the other hand, after 15 years on the throne, her father had been unwell for several years, and right in 1952, he died of a blood clot when Elizabeth was only a couple of months away from her 26th birthday. Elizabeth was in Kenya at the time and heard about her father's death in the local news. In an instant, all eyes were on her, on this 25 years old girl. Elizabeth officially became Queen of England, succeeding her father's throne. At her coronation in 1953, she became the most famous woman in the country and one of the most famous women in the entire world. Elizabeth became Queen of the constitutional monarchy of the 16th sovereign state known as the Commonwealth nation. Apart from being Queen of Great Britain, Elizabeth is also the Grand Governor of the Church of England. So guys, did you know how the monarchy has changed under her tenure? As far as this is concerned, even the most devout Republican would have to admit that the Queen has been effective at modernizing the British monarchy and appealing to the public both in the UK and abroad. She and other members of the royal family have made thousands of public appearances, visiting hospital and school, and becoming patron of charities. She has also allowed documentaries to be made about the royal family and has presented the royal family as more accessible and more human than ever before, and this is in a large part due to the Queen personally. Elizabeth was known to favor simplicity in court life and took a serious and informed interest in government business aside from the traditional and ceremonial duties. She has been a remarkably consistent figure in UK history. So, the vast majority of people in Britain, everyone under the age of 68 to be precise, has only lived under one British monarchy, Queen Elizabeth. She may have her flaws, but it is certainly a remarkable woman. Till the end of the life of Queen Elizabeth II was recorded as the longest-serving leader in the British Empire. After 17 years in power, Queen Elizabeth II's term came to the end when she died on September 8, 2022. On September 8, 2022, at Balmoral Castle, Scotland, at the age of 96, Queen Elizabeth II was announced at Buckingham Palace. Such an insightful story, right? I hope we can learn something new from her life. Okay, then maybe that's all for today's episode. I'm Lulu Nurfahiro signing off. Please stay safe and I'll catch you in the next episode. See you, SEF Indisc Podcast, a podcast that can be your Sept soulmate.